today I'm actually going to make a shepherd's pie. I'm using a brown sirloin, which is like 90% lean. But what I'm doing, I'm sauteing the beef right now with some onions. And when that's fully cooked, I'm going to drain the meat to get all that unwanted fat out of the meat and things like that. Then I'm going to add all my veggies in. As you can see, that's going on. So while that is sauteing, I am going to quickly move to the top part. I've actually boiled cauliflower and potatoes, which we're going to mash together. Right, so you're getting your cauliflower mashed on top. Let me just drain the water out there. It's just finished. And then we're going to come over to this. So we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. I did add a touch of salt when I started, but not too much. I'm just going to go over it once. Just a little one. You can always add a little bit of salt. You can taste it and your preference. I'm going to add just a tiny little bit of Smart Balance butter, just to make it a little more creamier and it'll toast off better with a pinch of milk. You can use almond milk, whatever you prefer. I'm going to mash this down. Right there. If you have a handheld, you can use that. It gives it more of a whip. See it coming out nice and smooth. I'm going to use the rest of that, just give it a little touch. This is going to go back in the oven. Right. So there's your mash, nice and creamy mash. And mashed potatoes with cauliflower, honestly, is like, to me, it's delicious. It actually tastes better than mash. It's not so thick. I'm going to push that to the side 1 minute. You can see, come back over here, you can see this is like really coming off now. Not quite there yet. So let's just go for a little bit longer. And as you see my veggies over here. I'm going to put fresh spinach. I'm going to put peas and carrots. I have some mushrooms. I cooked the mushrooms a little bit earlier. And I have some stock here. And to thicken my stock up, I'm going to use a tablespoon of cornstarch to make the gravy nice and thick. Now I have one here that's previously cooked. I'm going to let that cook completely. Just add in the mash. There's your spinach. Lots of great veggies in there. And then we're just going to add this on top. Mash. Put it in. See, and you're going to put that in the oven until it's brown and crispy on the top. Right, I did one later, which you'll see when I show you my final. Right, I'm going to let that continue cooking. As you see a little bit of the fat there coming. I'm going to get rid of all of that, but it was a very, very lean sirloin that I did. Okay, and I'll drain that before I add the veggies. Okay, all right. The other thing, so just a quick reminder how I cooked my beets. I use fresh rosemary. I love the smell of rosemary, and in the beets, it takes it out of this world. All right, so they say once you steam them, the skins come off a little bit easy. I had a little bit of a problem. I don't know why. I mean, some of them come off great, so it's just basically peeling. It's very hard to peel beets when they're raw, but this is supposed to come off a little bit easier. These are very little beets, so I made it a little bit hard, but you see the skin moves pretty quickly. You just keep doing that. See the skin coming off very easy. And this makes your whole house smell so good. I stepped out for a minute. I let the dog out this morning. I come back and the whole house smelled of rosemary and beets, and it was delicious. All right, so you get my drift. I'm going to show you what it looks like in a salad. I made it with a salad. Let me just rinse my hands. All right, so this is the final product. Here's my shepherd's pie. Okay, so you see, like all crisped off, and there's like a nice thick gravy underneath with lots of veggies. So you're getting like loads of like veggies in there. There's like mushrooms, carrots, spinach, all you can imagine. Then I made a quick beet salad with the homemade beets and with avocado and some goat cheese. And of course, this week, the water of the week is pineapple and mint, fresh pineapple and mint.